But now there's the glass, and that's kind of what the front of it is going to look like once we're ready. Now, did it start to look like it's coming together a little bit? Doesn't it start to look like What's up, people? I'm Xogue. Oh, don't do that. Oh! Stop it. Stop. Nope, come back. There we go. Okay, come on. Get dirt. Hey! Oh, give me that. Oh, of course. There we go. Okay. Welcome back to All the Mods 2. Like I was trying to say, that was a little accidental of a thing. What I wanted to do is turn off my item magnet because it's really kind of irritating how that happens. And put everything away in the system and get out some drops of evil. We want to do this. We're going to do a little something, okay? I wanted to test this. I'd mentioned this before. Now, I was told that if you... Give me... Thank you. If you use a drop of evil... Oh, come back. What the heck? What in the world? I thought... Gimme. Ow, those are spikes. Ow, I got it. Restored mob spawner. Okay. All right. No, that's fine. Yeah, got that one too. And I didn't get that one. I don't think I got... Nope, didn't get that one. Okay. This is odd. This is weird. But it's a thing. Oh, we got some restored mob spawners. Now that we have our restored mob spawners, I wanted to do something else. I kind of want to keep them on me, but I don't want to keep them on me at the same time. So we're going to go ahead and put these guys away just in case. Because we're about to use this. Now, before I told you that I needed Silk Touch in order to get the grass. That's true, normally, but I have an idea that I think will work. What I've done is now that I have the swapping wand, I can actually... Oh, wait, it's this button. Go to 7x7. There's not one bigger than that. Nope. Okay, 7x7. Now that I have the swapping wand, I should be able to swap this stuff for another block in order to get what I need to get. So if we use this here, it's going to spawn mobs. Actually, it won't, but it will start burning. If we do this... Stop shooting me, you stupid thing. I'm trying to do a thing. Why is it doing that? That's really kind of weird, actually. But if you look down on our hotbar, we're getting all of the cursed earth here as well. So... Now, all we really need to do, I now have a full stack of that, so then I can break my log things here. Oh, too far away. Got it. But I can break these guys back, and then we have the full stack of cursed earth that we wanted, because we tricked it, and we're using the swapping wand. Silk Touch would have been really difficult for me to get, because I have to regularly enchant it. And if you pay attention to my levels, I'm only level 2. Experience is also a difficult thing to get in this pack. So rather than grind out a few levels, I decided to use the swapping wand, which, as you can see, worked wonderfully. So now I put one of these cursed earth below one of the restored spawners, and I can go anywhere. And that spawner will still be active, which is absolutely fantastic. I talked about who told me about it, Ordinator. Thanks for the tip, buddy. I'm finally getting around to using it. I was working on it before. The reason I wanted to wait a little bit is because I wanted to also used past tense. Really? You're going past tense? They're called vector plates. I wanted to use those as well, which is another one of your suggestions. But as you can see, it does require slime balls or rice balls. I figured I didn't want to farm rice. Would you stop shooting me? It's really not nice. Okay? It's really, really not. Anyway. So I wanted to use those as well, and I needed the slime for it. So now at least I can get a little bit of them. Hopefully. We'll have to manage. But the next thing that I need to do is a bunch of teardown. Because this now needs to change since we don't have to be in the area anymore. Okay, so that was a little bit of a thing. It wasn't the biggest thing. It was a tiny thing, but it was still a thing. Now, moving on. So, what I've done is I've actually moved the entrance because I have a new plan for it. And what we're going to do is we're going to go off the middle of this guy, wherever he is. We're going to go diagonal a little bit and then straighten out and hook right into here. And that way, what we can do, and we're also going to use maple. Check this out. Look. How cool is that? Like, that color scheme. The maple actually fits into the build pretty well. It can basically be the standout block. It's really, really freaking cool. I don't know. You might not like it. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. But what we're going to do is actually have our little friend over here, these guys, we're going to have those right at the entrance of this place. There is totally a creeper over there and a skelly. Really? And a spider? Jeez. Come on now. Be nice to me. We don't need none of that. Okay. Now, I don't exactly know how that's going to work, but I know it's going to be maybe right there, maybe back a little bit, because I do want to be able to get around it as well and kind of do some other stuff. Maybe there, I'm thinking. Possibly right there. Where's the middle? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these three, they are the middle. Okay, good. And then what we're going to do is we're actually going to, this is going to go up. It's going to be in the air because I like the air stuff. And then we're going to go and try to match the island a little bit. So if we go something like this, it doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be a lot smaller. Let me go ahead and get a bunch more of the wood because okay, there we go. A little bit of a glitch lag thing there. So this whole spawner is going to end up going like that, kind of, basically. See, and then we take a look at it and we say, okay, is that even? No, it's not. It needs to actually follow this line and go straight down this way. Now, the problem is that these guys need enough room to spawn. So it's going to be a little bit off in places, in certain areas. And a lot of it is going to be extended further. Like, for example, over here is going to be perhaps way out here. But as you can see, if we were to continue this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be a little bit close because it needs to be big enough to have spawnage in it. If we put a spawner in there, it needs to be big enough so that all of the mobs will spawn inside and not outside. So I gotta work on it. But what I want is the overall shape of the spawner. I want it to look like the island. I want it to mimic the island a little bit. So maybe if this area right here needs to be spawnable, maybe we'll follow the leaves. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll go around the leaves because this area right here should be just about big enough to have all the mobs go in there. We might lose a little bit of the spawning spaces, but really it's not going to be that big of a deal. And over here, we can make it work. We might not utilize every block that's inside the spawner. But like I said, this is more for the looks of everything. So I think what I'm going to do is I need to grow enough sugar maple in order to trace the leaf outline of the island at about this height. That's about where I want it, I think. Now, again, it'll look like it's floating a little bit. So if we go in various locations, like say over here, this is kind of where the ground's going to be, I guess. And then we'll be like, oh, well, look, we need a pillar here. So we'll put one, glitch thing. And then the same deal on the very, very end. Be like, okay, this is where the mobs are going to be, transported. We're going to go down, pretend that light's not there, and pretend it's a block. And I have another pillar. So that way it's kind of held up in various locations. And then we have this guy holding it up. And you see how it kind of looks like the area over there is held up. Maybe another one right here. Or maybe just move this one down a little further. Either way, I think we want to try to limit them. We're going to have a couple of them, but not too many. And then we're going to go down off in this area. And again, this side is bigger, so it's going to have more supports to it. But I do need to trace a lot of this. But look at the color. You don't like the, I hope you guys like that, because that looks really, really cool to me. I like that. And if you don't, then it means my eyes are messing with me. I do need to put some mahogany leaves down in here, though, as well. But I'm going to trace the leaves with the wood and I guess fill it in if I can get enough wood for that. That's a lot of wood, actually. I tell you what. Maybe we're not quite going to go all the way down yet. I'm going to trace it out to a little bit, just enough to get the amount of spawners that we have now. And in the future, we'll extend it when we get more spawners that we actually need. I don't know. I kind of want to do the whole thing now and just have it ready. We'll see what I can come up with. We'll see what I can do in a somewhat short period of time. And it'll be a thing. Okay, this is taking a very, very long time. We're gonna take a detour, and there are not monsters nearby. What are you talking about? What monsters could possibly be here? Oh, the freaking Guardian. Now you're far enough away. All you got to do is just wait. They'll swim away, and you can then sleep. Anyway, so yes, things have happened. Give me number 2 here. Number 2, and kill the spider. Perfect. So this is what I've gotten to so far. This front area here is not going to be covered. This is going to be like the front face of the farm, so we can like look inside. Around the outside, there is going to be a bunch of glass, but we're going to need a lot more maple for decoration and other stuff. So, I mean, I'm sure. Yeah. Plus, we haven't even finished. So it's taking so long. Like, this is like 15 stacks-ish, right? 15 stacks of logs. The logs. So we're talking 60 stacks of planks. Roundabouts. You know, it could be off by a stack or two, but that's so much. So what we're going to try to do, I don't know if this is going to work, but I do know the harvester is a thing that can harvest things, right? So we're going to see if it can harvest. Let's go ahead. Your 15 by 15, always on. So if you do this and grow this, can you harvest a tree? This is the question. It's not looking like it can harvest trees. This is really not cool, man. I need something that can harvest trees. This thing is cool. Check this out. I was trying to find a better way to get, you know, tree farming, and obviously, based on what you're seeing now, it's not working, but check this out. It's also pretty loud. That thing is nuts. Watch. Boom! I just go around and right-click, and I have to talk in between every time I push the button, because it's super freaking loud. Hopefully it's not hurting your ears too bad. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. But it's pretty neat though. I don't know, it might not even be loud for you. But look at all these friggin' things, man. Alright, this is going to be a 2-part episode, more than likely. This project is kind of big. Just a little bit huge. But that's okay. That is okay. First of all, we get some dark glass. I need some spiky bits. I don't need that many spikes, I don't think, but it's fine. There's one thing I want to test. I found something absolutely amazing in here. It's called the Ender Hopper. This guy is from Dark Utilities. And I'm surprised nobody recommended this guy when it comes to collecting things. I could switch these back over to harvesters and use the Ender Collector or Ender Hopper for what I wanted, and it would work out wonderfully. But if we take a look, what do I need? Ender Pearls? Oh, guess what I have lots of. Okay, that's not at all. I think I have lots of them, don't I? Oh, yeah. I've got a bunch. I've got a few, but I need to test this guy. There's something I'm curious about. Give me some more maple. Let's see. Okay, so if I build a little, really, come on now, be nice to me. Let's go on top of our little setup over here, because we need to test the capabilities of the Ender Hopper. I need to know exactly how they work. Okay. So we're going to build a little bit of a thing, like too high, just too high, because that's all we need. I guess I didn't even need a box, really, if I think about it. I really didn't even need the box. I just needed a wall. But now we have a box, so it's fine. So we're going to go ahead and make ourselves a little bit of a chest. We do have a bunch of these maple wood now. Let's just go ahead and get a little bit of it. Just one little thing. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to put this inside of the thing. And we're going to stake the ender hopper right on top, okay? So if we shift right click, you can see the range at which this guy can pick up stuff. I think you can change it. I thought there was a way to change it. Is there not a way? Should relate the reach of the hopper unless disabled. No. Okay, so you can't change it, but it does. Okay, so it has a huge range, but this works. This works out okay. So it teleports items into the inventory that it is attached to. Does that mean these guys? Bloop. Now it takes... Come on, stop. Stop that nonsense. So it takes a second, I guess. Boom. It teleported it through a wall, which is excellent. And it did like the whole stack at a time. Whatever amount is in that stack that it's trying to get to. So as items are being collected, they're going to bunch together. You know, the groups of same items. And all of them will be kind of teleported into this chest or whatever it is that I indeed, probably a crate like we did last time. And they'll all be teleported through a wall or through whatever. So what I wanted to work on was actually the collection system here. Look, they were just teleported. Some of the blocks were actually teleported just like that. Now, what's going to happen is basically mobs are going to die on this block right here. Okay, so we're going to break this guy, and I guess right around here is where things are... Actually, I tell you what. I can have them die right here, but have the system around the back of it. Would I be okay with going around the back every time? I think I am. I think I'm willing to sacrifice that for the looks. So then we go ahead and we're going to take some of our diamond spikes here. We're going to do that. And then we're going to take some of the glass. It's dangerous to actually put spikes down before I'm ready for them. Because if I run into the side of those, I get hurt a lot. It doesn't feel very good. We don't really need the dark glass here, but I'm going to put it here anyway. So now we kind of do this kind of a deal, right? And this is where mobs fall down. And then this is going to go all the way up. Let's see. I guess this will go around the outside. I was thinking, actually, I tell you what we're going to do. The outside edge is going to turn into... Let me turn this back on. The outside edge is going to turn into the actual glass here, like this. And that's going to take a long time to replace. But it will also allow us to reclaim some more of our planks. So that way we have more to work with in the future. But now there's the glass. And that's kind of what the front of it is going to look like once we're ready. Now, did it start to look like it's coming together a little bit? Doesn't it start to look pretty cool? I think it does. And then these guys are going to die. Now, what's going to happen is they're going to die right there. But what I want to do... Crapo, I'm going to lose some of this dark glass. Unless I really feel like going to get my swapping wand, which I really don't feel like doing. But I want to be able to get the experience... Oh, that's right! Wait. See, this is a little bit of a predicament, okay? Solidified experience. This stuff right here. Uses the player's experience and turns it into solidified experience, which can later be... blah-blah-dee-blah-dee-blah. Later be right-clicked... used by right-clicking in order to get the experience back. Additionally, you can put solidified experience into the solidifier and we'll pick up any XP orbs that are on the ground, turn them into solidified experience. So, provided they weren't created by it. Solidified experience also sometimes drops from mobs, but it does not. In our pack, it does not. So I can't make this guy, which means I can't use this guy, which is... really, really interesting. I feel like it should drop, shouldn't they? Like, is that a bug or is that something they turned off in the configs? Because that might be another change I have to make to the configs. And one of these days, you guys are going to ask me, what are all the things you made to the changes to the... I don't know. I don't remember anymore, all of them. There's actually a few of them now. And I don't want to change the game too much. It's just things that I believe should be in the pack. If you have a mod, you should be able to use every part of that mod. And right now, we can't use this guy because we can't get any solidified experience to craft the experience solidifier. If you want to disable that from mobs because they drop too much experience in that case, then fine. But we need a way to craft it. And I think either I'm going to make these guys and throw them away and then just cheat it in, or I'm going to change the config so that mobs actually drop it, because this would be the perfect thing to put down into here, and I could just drop the experience down there. And anytime I needed experience, that would solve our experience problem. I think that's what we're going to do. All right. I did go ahead and cheated it in. Does it say? Yeah, given 1 experience solidifier. I just went in, let's see. I went in here and I turned on item cheating mode, and then I just gave it to myself, and that's the thing. After I crafted the other items and tossed them and blah, 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 blah. So now we have this guy. And if I break this, it's going to disappear completely. We should be able to just do that. And now I can't claim anything. But there, it's taking my levels now. Okay, there we go. So now we have solidified experience. So now I can eat these to get my levels back. And it's pretty much just like that. And that'll be excellent. It should, let's go ahead and put a couple in there. It should allow us to pick up the experience from inside this thing in order to make more solidified experience. And if I'm not mistaken, stop shooting me, you stupid little thing. There's so many guardians around here. It's ridiculous. I'm glad I'm farming you guys inside my mob. Well, I'm going to be anyway. But yeah, it should pick up the experience from inside and actually give us that. We should also be able to pipe those experience thingies out and into the storage system. And that way we have a whole lot of experience we can get from that. And that'll solve our experience problem. But I do need to finish this off a little bit. I feel like the kill chamber needs more. It does actually need more, because we need to go ahead. Let me get the rest of this set up. I believe we need some more work. Let me get a crate, because the crates are bigger and I like crates better. Just give me 1. And then I needed the transfer, right? I needed you guys. I'm going to need more than you, I think. I don't think you're fast enough. Speed. Oh, right. I had the speed upgrades and the stack upgrades. So speed and stack. I had both of these inside of this guy, and I need the pipes as well. Just like this. Okay. And then, so basically, we're going to have the ender hopper on this guy, with this guy sending it. No. We don't need these guys. We don't need any of these. What I need is the export. I need the... What? Oh, no, I need the import, not the export. There we go. And then I should have some other speed upgrades. Here we go. Boom. Those guys. That's what I'm looking for. All right, so... And wait, the stack upgrade too, right? No, wrong stack upgrade. I thought I had the other one. Maybe I don't need... Maybe I don't need it. Maybe we have enough. I'm not sure. And then these guys. Okay, give me all of this. So now I can go down and around here. We'll eventually cover this up as well, but for now we're not going to worry about covering it, just because I want to make sure this thing works. So if I do this and then put this guy right on top, now it's going to show the border, and it's pretty big actually, but it's right on the, yeah, that's good. That's good. And then we can have the export on you. I'm going to need, actually I don't need a cable. We're going to put you right on the controller, just like so. And we're going to have you and you, just like that. And then we're going to put you, nope. You can put you right inside here. And the speed upgrades go into this guy. And then I need the, let's see, can I, how about this? Yeah, get out of my way then. We're going to do this. And then this. There we go. And then we're going to put the power right here. That should be functional, and I should be able to hide it all. You see how it's centered right now. And if we're able to, it also opens up the option to run a pipe down from into here and export these directly into the chest, which will then send it into the system as well. So if this works, we should be good to go as far as item collection and everything is concerned, for now at least. I do, however, need to get some more stuff. There's a lot, there's so much more to set up, and I don't have the time. Yeah, I just had to check the time, and we don't we don't really have it. We don't have it. So I'm going to have to call it here. We're going to finish this up in the next episode. We're going to get all of the thingamajigs laid out. The conveyor belts, hopefully all of them. I'm not sure exactly how many we're going to be able to get. We're going to get as many as we can, at least. We're now up to 273 of the slime stuff, so we're pretty good to go on that note. We have almost a full crop over here. This guy's spreading, so we're getting a bunch more of that. And same with all these other guys. So they are definitely spreading, which is what we want. That's good to go, and we should have probably getting a bunch of seeds in. No, we're not, actually. Are you still not full up on seeds? Nope, not quite. You're getting there, though. Anyway, so, yes, in the next episode, we will finish this up, or at least a large portion of it, and then we'll be able to test it out and see if every theory that I had in this episode actually happens. So I apologize for not finishing. It really bugs me when I don't finish a project in an episode, but it's just such a monumental task right here. It's huge. It's a lot bigger than I thought we could do, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So if you liked the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to see more. Thank you for watching. Do what you do, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, dude.